Okay, these are the operators that we have. Okay. Extra in PHP we have these operators. One is like a membership operator. Okay, in and an out in. Actually, these operators we will use to check whether that element is available within sequence or not. Okay. Sequence we have list, tuple, dictionary, and set. Okay. Identity operators to check both the variables are pointing to the same object or not. Okay, that we will see. Oh, same thing only. Whatever we have discussed here, same thing only we have described here. Okay, just go through the similar. Okay. Actually, the division here you can observe normal division and floor division. Normal division, we will use like decimal value. Okay, whatever the value after, for example, 5/2 means like you will get 2 only, right? Okay. But if it is floor division, you will get 2.5. The decimal value also you will get. Okay. Exponent means here 2 stars you are seeing, right? Exponent means just like here you can observe 10 power 20 like that. Power value. Okay. 2 square, 3 square is there. Okay. The power value you are going to calculate. Similar, just general mathematics only. The relational operators. Assignment operators. All are easy only. But here in logical operator, in previous language we use that double and operator. Okay. And end we use, right? This operator we use in the previous language. This and operator we use in previous language in place of logical and. Okay. But here just use like English letters. Okay. Same bitwise operators perform on individual bits. Okay. Then here I said membership operators, right? The membership operators, yeah, in here you can observe in operator. This is the one operator evaluates to true if it finds a variable in a specified sequence. Okay, here sequence you can take anything, either list or tuple or dictionary. Okay, what those we will see, but sequence means some group of characters, just like a string. Okay, within that sequence, whether that variable is available or not, to check that condition, we will go for this in operator. Okay, see, same not in. If that variable is not available, we'll go for this not in. They observe here. Just I will show this list concept here. Just what is this? Just leave it. Just I have one L1, one list is there. Okay, see, all of 1, 4, 3, 5, 6, like that. One list is there. Okay. Within this list, I'm going to check whether 4 or like in L1. I'm checking condition. So not just checking the condition 4 in L1. If the element is available within that list, I will get true. Otherwise, I will get false. Okay, here I am getting the true, right? Okay, instead, I'm checking 10 in L1. Okay, here I will get false because that element is not available within that sequence. Okay, this is one sequence. Okay, this is one sequence. Okay. In that case, we will use this operator, in operator and operator, or operator. In the same way, we have identity operator. Okay, see what two operators we have. One is operator, one more is like is not operator. Okay, what is this? Evaluates to true if the variable on either side of the operator point to the same object. Okay, see what is that mean? For example, here one object is. In the previous case, I explained right 20 pointing to same A and C, right? Okay, see A and C are two variables. These two variables are pointing to the same object. Okay, if you want to check both are pointing to the same object, we'll use this is operator. Okay. Just I will show here. Okay. For example, A is equal to 20 is there. The same way, B is equal to 20 is there. Okay. Again, C equals to 40. Suppose that A is B. I'm checking the condition. Both variables A and B are pointing to the same object or not. Okay. If I enter, it is giving true. True means both the variables are pointing to the same object. Okay. Suppose that if I use A is not B, you will get false because I'm saying that both are pointing to the different object. Both are pointing to the different object. But in our case, both are pointing to the same object. Okay. The condition is false. Okay. Suppose that A is pointing to 20 object and B is pointing to the 40 object. If I use like A is C, means that A and C are pointing to the same object, like that I'm saying. But these two variables are not pointing to the same object. Then what is the output we will get here? Hope we will get false here, right? Okay, these are the like identity operator we have in our Python. Okay, simple. Whenever you require these operators, just use these operators. Okay, this is about the operators concept. Okay, then like we have precedency of the operators. The precedency means, for example, in general mathematics, here I will write one equation. Okay, just tell me the output. What is the output we are going to get? Okay, just 5 plus 5 plus 2 into 10 by 5. Now tell me, what is the output I will get? All are able to see this equation, right? This one. 5 plus 2 into 5 by, 2 into 10 by 5. These are within the like parentheses. Tell me the output. What is the output I will get? All are you online? Can I write once again? Here I am writing
9, sir.
5 plus like 2 into 10 by 5. Now tell me. What is the output here we will get?
9, sir.
9, sir.
9. Any other answer?
9 only, sir.
Please you tell me. You need to say in different way. You have to think in different way. Girish is there.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the output. This equals to just forgot it. Just this statement. What is the output we will get here? Which language it is? Language ఏంటి ఇది? ఏంటిది?
Sir, Python.
Python. No, not I'm asking about our subject. This what the statement I have written here. That's it. This is a mathematical equation, right? Just tell me that output. 35 students are waiting.
9, sir.
9. Very good. Okay, here we will get 9, right? How you are calculating this thing? See, you are following some rule, right? Some mathematical rule, some BODMAS, something. One rule is there, right? Okay, which statement we need to like execute first? Okay. This thing only, right? This rule you are following, right? First, you need to calculate some brackets, okay? And then division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Okay, this is some rule you are following here. Okay, first this value will be calculated. Here you will get 2. Then you are adding, you are multiplying with the 2. Then you will get 4. That 4 you are adding to this 5. Finally, you are getting 9. In the same way, in programming also, you need to follow this precedency. Okay, precedency means which statement you need to execute. For example, we have some equation is there, some expression is there. Within that expression, all these operators you are going to see. Suppose, okay, there you will get some confusion, right? Which statement I need to execute first and which statement to execute next. So there you will get some confusion. In that case, if you remember this precedency, then you can say exact answer. Okay. This is the precedency which is followed by the Python. First is bracket, this exponent, okay, this negation and unary operator. Okay. Then all these operators. Okay. This plus and minus, addition, subtraction operator. Then right shift and left shift and operator. You just remember this thing. Okay. This based on these only, which statement has to execute first and then which statement has to execute next. Okay. You actually you won't see all the like operators in a single expression, but better to remember this. Okay. Majorly you will see this like parentheses, or like some like arithmetic operators, some unary operators. That's it. Okay. Just go through this one. Okay. Which precedency it is following. Just go through the all operators. Just remember that sequence only. Okay. All these operators which came in operators concept only. Just remember that sequence. Then you can say that output as exact output. Just like what we have say 9, right? The same way here also in programmatical also you can expect that exact output here if you follow this sequence. Okay. See, in this expression only we will follow this precedence. Okay. Expression means it consists of constant, operator, okay, and some variables. All by using some Python syntax, all we are combining as a one statement. Okay. Here you can see this is the algebraic equation. Generally in mathematics, we will write this statement as expression. Okay, a into b minus. But in programmatically, we will write like this. Here star means multiplication operator. The same way here also. Like if it is a parenthesis, no need to mention in multiplication operator here. But in programmatically, you need to mention. Okay. How this will be like evaluated these expression. Okay, once this total expression is calculated, the final result value is assigned to the left side variable. Okay, you observe 10 is assigned to the A, right? 22 is assigned to B. Okay, 34 assigned to C. Okay, in the same way, if I like submit all these values within this expression, okay, first it will calculate the entire expression. Okay, after the final result is assigned to the left side variable. Okay, just I use this assignment operator here. After calculating this value, okay, whatever the value which is present after calculating this entire like expression, the final result is assigned to this variable x. Same way. Okay, just go through that precedency, which statement you need to execute first and which statement you need to execute next. Based on that, you can guess the output. Okay, for example, if you don't know which statement to execute in first place, just directly if you have this compiler or else this interpreter, do the operation here. It will give the exact output. Simple, right? This is about the like operator precedency and evaluation of the expression. Okay. Then we will discuss one more concept today, that is decision making. Okay. Like, can anyone say what are the like statements you have in some other languages? How you can like take the decision? We have some statements are there, some keywords are there. By using those keywords, some statements, we can take some decisions. What are the statements you have in some other languages? Here you are seeing one, right? Can anyone?
And else, sir.
If one statement, next
Else.
else statement. Okay,
Else if.
else. Okay. Yes, these are the decision making statements. Okay, actually to check one condition, for example, I have one, I want to do, based on the condition I want to do some work. Okay, if that condition is false, I want to do some more work. Okay, the same way in programmatically also, in programming also, if that condition is true, I wanted to execute some block of code. Okay, the same way, if that condition is false, okay, I want to execute some other block of code. Okay, like that we have statements here. If statement, okay, like I will maximize this one. Okay, just observe here. We have if statement. Okay, what this if statement will do? First, it will check the condition. Okay, if that condition is true, it will execute some block of code. Okay, whenever that condition is true, then only it will execute that block of code. Otherwise, it won't enter into that block. Okay, the same way, we have if else statement here. Okay, if else statement, like how it will work. First, the condition will be checked. If the condition is true, okay, some block of code will be executed. Okay, we have some false case also. Okay? Suppose if that condition is false, I want to execute some other block. Okay, in that case, you need to go for if else statement. Okay, and the same way we have nested if statements also. Within the if also, you can write one more if, that you can say it as nested if. Okay, next else if is there. Okay, else if. Okay. Generally in some other programming languages, we have else if is there. Else if. Okay. So what is the use of this else if? Suppose that you have multiple conditions in your code. Okay, for example, you have only two conditions, either true condition, one is false condition. In that case, you can go for if else. Instead, I have two, three, or five conditions are there. Okay, five conditions are there. In that case, you need to go for else if statement. But in Python, there is no else if here. Okay, which is similar to else if only, but here we can say, we can call it as elif. Okay, similar to else if only, but like elif is the state. Okay, this means else if only. Okay, in Python, else if statement we will write as elif, elif. Okay, same, similar to just other programming language elif only, but here we will write elif. Okay, see how the syntax is, it follows these statements. We will see one by one. Okay, if you take this if statement, okay, this if statement, the syntax you need to follow. Okay, if condition, if condition colon. Okay, if syntax you need to follow while writing the if condition. Okay, if condition colon enter. Okay, if you click on the enter, like it will follow the indentation here. Okay, directly if you write the statement within the like Python interpreter, okay, directly it will follows the some indentation. Okay, see whatever the code you are writing from here. Okay, whatever the code you are writing from here, this will come under this if condition. Okay, for example, some other programming language, how you will write some if, here you will write some condition, then you will open the bracket and you will close this bracket. Here you will write the code, right? Okay, this total block will come under this if statement, but this Python won't follow that won't allow that brackets, right? Okay, blocks are identified by this indentation, like indentation concept. Okay, if you observe here, if this condition, okay, after colon, it will directly take some space here. Okay, this is the indentation. Okay? This total thing, if you whatever the statements here we are writing here, this total thing will come under the same block, this if block. Okay, see I will show the same thing in interpreter. Here you can observe. Instead, I will take one file. Okay. Are you getting any board here? Because 2 hours on a single day, right?
No, sir.
Okay. Better I'm taking in a file. Okay. See, I'm writing the statement if, okay, if condition, right? Before that, I will take two variables first. Okay. Some a equals to 20. Okay. B equals to some 15. Okay. I'm checking the condition. Which one is bigger? Okay. If condition you need to write. Okay. A greater than B. This is the condition, right? Then colon. Okay, just give the colon. Okay, after colon, if you enter, just click on enter, it will directly follow the indentation. Okay, here it is blinking, right? Means that it starts that block of if. Here the if block is started. From here, whatever the code you will write, that will be printed, that will come under that if block. Okay, here just I'm printing, print, just write, like a bigger. Okay, you don't give semicolon here. Okay, if I click on enter, that means the cursor will move to the next line. Okay, internally Python will create, okay, the end of the line is here itself. Okay, see, then if you want to move back from this block, okay, now you are in if block. Okay, if you want to move back to this if block, okay, just press backspace. Okay, now you are back into this if block. Okay, you are not in if block now, you are in your program now. Okay, here if I write any statement, these statements, okay, not in if block. Okay, see, whatever after saving this file, giving the name as if.py. Okay, just observe. If you observe one like statement, then it is very clear to you. Okay, after writing the condition, just give the colon. This is the syntax: if condition colon. Okay, then if I click on enter, it is directly give the indentation concept. Okay, see, after that, whatever the statements you are writing here, all the statements will come under the same block. Okay, if you want to move back from that if block, just give the backspace. Here just I'm giving backspace. Backspace means that it will come back from that if block. It will come back from that block. Okay, now you are not in that if block, you are in general programming block. Okay, here after this statement, if you write any number of statement, it will come under this main program only. Okay, just I'm saving this file. Okay, just I will try to execute how this will work. Okay, see, a is bigger and this is not in if block. Okay, see, instead a value I am going to take 10 instead of 20. I'm taking 10. Okay, what is the output we can expect here? Can anyone say? This is the program. This is the output. What is the, if I execute this one, what is the output I will get here?
This is not in if block.
538. Name?
This is not in if block.
Your name? 538, right?
Yes, sir, Vikas.
Vikas. Okay. That's right. Because here I have checked
Yes,
the
sir.
condition. Check the condition,
Yes.
but the condition is false. Condition false means it won't enter into this block. Okay, it will directly print this statement. This is the outside this block. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this statement will be executed. Okay, I'm expecting the output is only this statement. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
See, this is not in F block, if block. Okay, in this way, these statements are executed in Python interpreter. Okay, like code blocks are identified by indentation concept. Okay, see, for example, after the statement, if I press like backspace, it is like back from that block. Okay, in the same way, we have like else statement is there, right? If and else. Okay, if this condition is true, I need to execute this statement. Okay, suppose we have one more statement, if else, right? In that case, else condition is there. Else. Okay, else means that condition is false. Whatever the condition you have checked in if statement, if that condition is false, I need to execute one more statement. Okay, what is the statement? Just I'm printing here. Print or like this. Simple only, just like some other languages only. I'm executing the file here, but how you are writing the code in Python, that is important. Okay, this is simple to you, but in Python, how you are going to write this these statements? Okay, that is important. Okay, see here I'm checking the condition. This if the condition is true, it will execute the statement, or else this condition false means this statement will be executed. Okay, after that this statement also will be executed because it is outside of the this concept, right? This if else concept. Okay, it is general one, or else like you have one option Okay, you can comment your statements also. I'm not discussing this point, right? Commenting a statement. Okay, by using hash symbol, hash. Okay, by using hash, you can comment. You can write some comments in your program. Okay, these comments are not executed by the interpreter. Okay, these are the skip from the interpreter. Okay, there is no effect if you write comments on your program. Okay, but for documentation purpose, for example, you have written some underlines of code. As a Python programmer, you know what statements you are writing. But if you want to document your code, okay, some other programmer wants to read your code. He has to understand that code, right? Suppose that if I write the statement, one comment here, okay, like this is a if statement, okay, like that. If I document my code, some other programmer also may understand this concept, right? For that case, we will write the comments in our code. Okay, comments are used to document your code. Okay, these comments are like not executed by the interpreter. Okay, these are just skipped from the interpreter. Okay, there is no like effect on your code output. If you write n number of comments also, no problem. There is no effect on your output. Okay, clear? This comment, just use hash symbol. After hash, you can write n number of comments here. Okay, this is a single line comment only. You can write multiple lines also. For example, here if I write some hash, here you can write some comment. Again, you can just press use hash symbol, just write the statement. Like that, you can write n number of lines in your code as a comment. Okay, just I'm removing these comments here. Okay. See, just I have kept this statement in comment. Okay, up to here only this code will be executed. Okay, see, just try this one. See, here you got the output B is bigger because this else block is executed here. Okay, if you check this condition, if this condition become false, if this condition become false means whatever the block we have else block here it is, that block is executed. Okay, if I remove this hash symbol, this extra statement also will be printed in the output. Okay, B is bigger and this is not okay. Clear how I am writing like statements in like in a file and how I'm going to follow this indentation process. Okay, all the blocks are identified in the indentation process. Okay, if statement you need to write like this. Okay, else statement. Okay, suppose that like I want to check one more condition. To check to one condition, we use this if statement, and for false case, we use this statement. Suppose that if I go for one more condition, okay, that is L if, right? L if or like A equals to B, suppose. Okay, same color. Yeah, just I'm going to print. Just checking the condition. Actually, what I'm trying to do, you can check multiple conditions by using L if statement. Okay, else if means L if means else if. Okay, see, so, B value also I'm taking it as 10 only. Okay, just run this code. See, you got this output, right? A value is equal to B value. What happens internally? First, it will check this condition. Okay, this condition become false because a greater than b means it is false condition. Okay, this it won't enter into this block. Again, it will go for the next condition. A equals to b means this condition become true. Then it will print this block of code. Okay, then it will skip from here. Then again it is printed this state. Okay, in this way you can use like if statement, else if, or like if else and else elif statement. Okay, then we have almost time is over, right? Can I stop here? Okay, actually in Python